there, folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's 3D World. Today we're going to get into some boat cover support brackets that I designed, built, and I'm going to show you the application. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to walk you through the steps, and we're going to have some great results that we're going to show you in this video. Thank you. Let's get after it right now. One of the fun things about 3D printing is you can print things for useful applications, not just little figurines and whatnot. As you can see here, I've got my boat cover in place, and you can see that I have a few supports across here that are supporting the cover so that the water and any snow or anything can either support it and cascade off without just sitting, because I've seen a lot of covers that are just sunk in. Well, I designed some of these boat holders. Let me get inside and show you what they look like from the inside, because I need to install. I've got a pretty good support going on here, but I got one more. I'd really feel good if I had one right across the middle here, maybe two. We're gonna play around with that, so I'm gonna install a few more. I'll take you inside while I do that. Take you inside the boat cover itself while I do that. And then I'm gonna show you how I designed these and how I printed them. And I got a couple more applications I wanna show you. Where got a couple other boats I got covers on that the covers lays flat on, and I want it to be supported like this. I'm going to show you how I go about designing the features that I need on it and how I want it to hook to the boat and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's go inside and see what's going on. I guess I won't have to crawl inside to do this now. I've cut my pipes to the length I want them. Okay, so I got my old StarCraft here, and I want to do the same thing. So what I did is I printed me a 3mm thick profile of the shape I needed to hook onto the boat. So what I'm going to do here is kind of hard to see against this blue, but this will actually go in, and that lip underneath here, that lip right there is going to go underneath the hook underneath the gunnel. So when I put pressure on it, it doesn't try to lift up, and it'll sit like that. I think that'll work down. Yeah, I can get it to work all the way down under here. So I can get my, I want to put like at least 3 supports on this boat, because I'll show you when the cover's on what it does. Ugh. And these are really great covers, but obviously they don't come in with built-in support. But you can see here how the middle sags down. On my Rinker built, got the same thing. It sags down the middle. So I'm going to do the same thing for both of these. I'm going to show you the profiles. Like I said, this is a profile that I did for my StarCraft as a test. I got a profile I did for this and a profile I did for the Sea Nymph to do all the same job. Now let's go inside and do some design work and print us off some pieces and buy us some PVC pipe and see if we can get this sagging problem taken care of. Also got a similar situation on the Sea Nymph. What you see there is the highest point right here is actually an archery stand that I stuck underneath there just to help keep water and things off of it from cascading, and to get the stuff cascading off of it. But as you can see, the boat cover itself is it's too much. It's too high. I can't suck the boat cover down far enough around the sidewalls as I'd prefer. So we're gonna do the same thing for that. I'll probably print about 4 of those for this one, because as you can see, the front seat up here and this area right there is already supported. They're supporting the tarp pretty well. But back here, I want to put at least 3 back here to do the same type of action that you saw on the big boat. So let's get busy designing and building and printing, and we'll show you the results. All right, guys, let's get started here. As you can see here, what I have on my screen is the one I showed you out there when I was out there by the boats. This is a style for that, or actually in my intro, this is the style I created for the Sea Nymph. It locks in around here. It's able to take a 1-inch piece of PVC pipe right down the throat there, right through this hole, and create a support. Puts it at a 35-degree angle is what I got coming off of here. From this surface is 35 degrees up from horizontal. Well, what I'm going to do now is, if you look down a little caption here, I've got the one we just looked at on the StarCraft. This is my model. We're going to go ahead and open that up. So we're going to go in here, File, and Open. So I want to walk you through some of the things I do here. So I have, let's see here, StarCraft. I think I created one. Yeah, 18-footer right here, cover support. So what I did when I printed that little sample piece there is I drew up the profile, kind of identified what I wanted to do, and then I printed me off a 3 millimeter thick piece, so I could kind of see how it was going to fit in its application. And once you like how it fits, because this is an easy way to get a real thing, to go up there and make sure your measurements worked out and feel that it's going to work like you predicted it would work. Cool part is, once you've got that drawn up, we can go back into our sketch here and we can edit the sketch. And here you see we've got the drawing that we created. Now I decided that this bottom piece here, right here, does not need to be as long as I've got it drawn. Quite frankly, it could probably be half as long. The cool part is I can go into my dimensions here, double click it, make it so. Why did it make it 75? Why did that shorten up? Nobody knows but me. Okay, so I want that to be 75 millimeters long. Let me undo that real quick. So what I'm going to do is create another line here. We're just going to come down 75 millimeters long. And then I want to take this line and create another line here. Just going to click here, bring it down, just like that. Plug it in at 125, and that's the angle we want to project our, and we'll say, okay, we like that. Now we're going to go back into sketch mode. This is really cool and easy. We're going to click this and see how that rotates you around. We bring this back up. It's making you draw flat to that surface, so you can sketch whatever you want on that area. And as you can see, my origin is right here in the middle, which is really cool. So now what I want to do is draw a circle with a diameter of 50 millimeter. And then we're going to extrude that. So we're going to call that sketch complete. We're going to extrude it. And here's where I like to, this is going to be kind of interesting maybe, because I want to bring it down until it blends into all this area. So I want to be able to just drag it till I see it blend off everywhere. And there might be a better way to do this, and you guys can leave a comment and tell me how you want to do it better. I accidentally hit a cut there. We're going to make that a join and hit OK. So now as you can see, we got that feature intersecting that. Looking pretty cool. Now it sticks through here where I don't want it to stick through. I'll fix that here in a minute. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude that same surface, and I'm going to come out. Oh, I've been doing this about 50 millimeters out. And then I want to do another extrude off this surface. Nope, I got to draw a circle first. Sorry. A sketch, draw right here. We're going to do another circle, the center of that. Now our diameter is going to be what fits our PVC pipe, which is, I'm going to draw this at 28 millimeter. And then we can finish that sketch. And you see how quickly we're generating this. This is happening at an alarming rate, I feel. It's my little joke. So what's been working pretty good for me so far is drawing this thing at about 40 millimeters deep. So we're going to minus 40. And we're going to cut it. And as you can see, we've got this thing rocking and rolling, ready to hook on a boat already, just about. Now we're going to go ahead and throw a fillet on here just to make this nice and soft on this outer edge. 10 millimeters too big. Let's go 5. I like that. We can put a little internal fillet here of about 1 millimeter, maybe 2, just to soften that edge up a little bit. Now here's what gets really cool. I'm going to go in here and put a fillet around this edge and this edge. We can make this fillet decent size. Let's just do a 10 looks like there. I got 10 drawn in. You know, that softens things up nice. Makes it a good blend. Plus it you know, spreads that stress out over a little bit further area. Maybe we go 15. That looks pretty cool. I like 15. There we go. Now, you see when you did that, we created another. So I want to take another sharp edge there. I want to get rid of that sharp edge. I don't like sharp edges. So we're going to select that one, and we're going to hold the control key down. And we're going to select that one, and we're going to do a fillet there. Let's see if we can do another 15. Now look at that. I might have went too far. That don't look too bad. That don't look too bad at all. See how sweet that looks? That looks smooth and swoopy. All right, very good. So we're going to lock that in. I like that a lot. Now you see we're developing something here that can hold our tarp support, our boat cover support very solidly. And the stress here is this is going to hook on the underside here. It's going to grab and keep things from going, but it's the pressure outward. When you put this pressure on here, it's going to hold it up tight against this face here and this face here, which is what we're going for. This is just to help us keep it from getting away, and this also helps keep it from rocking back and forth while you're trying to mess with it. Kind of holds it underneath the edge of the gunnel. So, because I'm going to develop another one here, honestly, that's just a 90-degree angle here with this coming off of it. I'm going to try that without any kind of underhooks. So it'll be more of a universal type fit is what I'm going to be going for. So now you can see I need to get rid of this. This is the problem right there. What's interesting is it lets me select it. What are my options? Can I delete it? You bet. Just like that, it's gone. Clean, 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 and done. That was so easy. Now, I want to put another fillet on here because I want to soften up all these edges that I've got. Let's just select that surface there. Let's do a fillet. Let's just do like let's see what 4 millimeters is like. Yeah, that's a little too soft, I think. Let's go 3 millimeter. Yeah, there we go. 3 millimeter, that's not bad. It gives me a nice soft edge. Doesn't have to be crazy. I like that. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's do another 3 millimeter. We're done. This part's complete now. Ready to print. As you guys saw, that's easy. There's nothing to that. Now I'm going to show you. There's two different ways to export your file. I'm going to show you a real quick and easy way, right here, which you can go to here, File, and 3D Print. And if you have one of these slicers, Mesh Mixer, Print Studio, Preform, Cura, or a custom one, I've got Cura that I use. I'm going to pick Cura. You select your object, just like this, and I'm going to do a high refinement, high quality. Hit OK. And what's going to happen here is you're going to see momentarily, wait for it, Cura Ultimaker Cura is going to open up automatically now and plug this into it so you don't have to import it. There's advantages and disadvantages to doing it this way. So as you can see here, it's opened up and it's already placed it in my, right now I'm going to put this on my CR10. So we're going to change platforms here, click on that. And as you can see here, now we've got it laid in here. Just the way we likes it, right? But it's like, okay, I want to take advantage of my space I've got in volume, and I'm going to be away from the printer for a while, and I'm going to have time for it to do this. Now, I have tested this. It will print with, we're going to put some support here, like touching build plate. So it's going to put support here, but it doesn't need support here to create this circle. This circle will actually come up and close up fine and work. You know, it might not be the prettiest along this edge, but it's a bracket boat cover support. It doesn't have to be completely 100% pretty. It will hold the pipe and it's got strength. But I want to nest two of these together, and I found out that I've printed a few of these, and they work really well. So what I'm going to do is right click here, multiply the selected model. I want to make two of them, and it's going to throw me another one out here. Uh-oh, look at it. It don't fit. It don't fit. It's not in there. Boom. I'm going to move it in there. Oh, it did me two. I should have did one. But what you got to do here now is I want to move this one. Let's just move it around in here a little bit, get it inside the build platform. Then I'm going to select this one. We're going to rotate it. We're going to grab this little circly-dirkly thing here, and I'm going to put it right there. Then we go back to my move feature. We're going to move it, and we're going to nest it together. Now, It's saying it doesn't fit, but I know it does fit on my. Okay, let's just move that over a little bit. We'll get it in there. Don't you worry. Boom. Oh, I'm up in the air. Help. I'll go here and put Z in, drop it down to the bottom. You see now it's touching the build plate. Look at there. Now we got those nested together nice and tight. And now what I've been using here, just so you guys can see, I'm running a layer height of 0.2, just standard quality, wall thickness of 1.32, wall line count is 3. Seems to be working pretty good for me. I could go heavier if I feel I need to. Using a trihexagon infill, 20% density. Running my print temperature at 200 degrees Celsius and 60 degree on the build plate temperature. I've got my retraction set. It should only be, honestly, 5 is more than enough on my CR10. Retraction speed of 40, but I'm running my outer and inner wall speed of 50 to try to speed up my print time. And I do have support on the build plate. And basically what that does is support this area right here. I had been printing these things on some of my other ones with this part pointing down when I had this bottom and this bottom here, or say here and here, or straight across from one another, and I'd use an infill here. That's why I tried printing it this way, because it takes a lot less support material than it does when you have to try to put support off here to create this big long flat. Plus, with these lines running this way around this thing, and around this way, it provides a lot of strength, which is what you want. You want to look at your type of build you're doing. We're going to do no skirt, no brim. Don't need any of that crap. It's not necessary here. So we've got everything the way we want. Let's slice it, and you'll see when it's done slicing. We'll see how much material it's going to take. So I know how big a spool I need to put on there, because I got a bunch of partial spools. Like this is going to take basically half a spool, 430 grams to print these two. So if you're looking at, in this situation, you're looking at about $10 worth of material for 2 of these. So that's not bad. It's going to take 1 day, 9 hours and 36 minutes. This is no short print, but hey, this gets to do a lot of work when I can do a lot of work on other things. Honestly, if I had all three of my printers going, I could basically print 6 of these, have a set ready for a boat in no time. So I'm going to go ahead and save this to my file, and we're going to go ahead and call this, since this is for my StarCraft, so we're going to call it StarCraft. I had one, that was my test code. I'm just going to take off test, 18-foot cover. I'm going to let me know that this is a 2 pieces. So it's going to do 2 at a time. We're going to save that. So let's go back over here to my CR10, which is sitting and waiting. We're going to go ahead and upload that file, 2 pieces. Boom, yeah, boom, yeah, boom, yeah. 2 pieces. It's in here. It's ready to go. Let's hit print. And it's off to the races. That's all there is to this, folks. I'll do this again for the rinker. I've got the same kind of see on the camera here, down my camera shot. I've got another one here. I had to write stuff on it so I wouldn't get them mixed up. But got a similar one for the rinker. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to cut this off a little shorter, saves on material. It's not necessary to have all this material up on top. And we'll put it to the printer and let her rip. So I'll be back with you when I have parts in my hand and I can show you how they turned out. And on top of that, I just realized I started a print. I don't have enough on the spool. I'm pretty sure. Huh, it might be close. We're going to let it rip, Tater Chip. All right. We'll be back when we have the parts in hand. And then after that, we'll show you the application and the results of them being put underneath the cover. All right, let's take a look at some of the things I've printed for the boat cover bracket support stuff. So I have one here I designed for the sea nymph that's going to fit over that little piece that runs around the top of the sea nymph. This is a piece of 3/4 inch PVC. Boom. And you can see how that's going to go there, and that'll hook on both sides of the boat, and then there'll be the second one on the other side, and there'll be a nice arch between them. I printed, actually, I'm just printing out of any color I've got. I printed 6, count them, 6. They bounce. All right, that was the durability test you just witnessed there. Anyway, and then I've got this style here. They'll be on the boat like this. Oh, for my StarCraft, I'm gonna try those on it. And then I'm gonna have my universal one. Now this one's interesting because it's smaller overall. It's gonna have Velcro in here, and it'll be Velcro on the boat. So when these bad boys are sitting, get them the right way here, like this, on the squared up on the boat. Now I'm hoping that this will work pretty well because I want to have the soft Velcro that goes on the boat, stays on the boat all the time. And then what it'll be is this will sit on the flat if you got a square edge on a boat, or if you've got a round edge on the boat that you can put the Velcro on it. And then this just sticks in it. And what this is going to do is going to help you hold it in place, because the tension is trying to spread is going to hold this thing down. And then when you put the tarp on it or the cover on it, then it's going to be held down in place. This is going to help stabilize things. This Velcro will work a lot like these channels do in here for stabilizing it while you're trying to put a cover on. Because the hardest thing you can do is be able to, I shouldn't say the hardest thing to do, what's going to be difficult is try to pull this thing over, a cover over a boat while this thing's falling over on you. I think the easiest way to put these on though is to actually have the cover on the boat, reach underneath the cover before you cinch it down, and just pop these into place, send your rod over the other side and fold it down. That's what we're going to learn tomorrow. We're going to go out there and play out in my lean-tos with these different ones with some PVC pipe and see what works best and come up with a great process. And you'll see the before and after shots of what these things do for me as far as supporting the boat cover. Because if you've ever bailed out water out of a boat cover and you had to spend time doing it, these are priceless at that moment in time. Because invariably it puts a lot of stress on the cover, it stretches the cover, it does very ugly things. And if your cover's not 100% waterproof, your water got in your boat anyway. The only thing it ever did for you is keep the sun off of it. That's it. So I want to keep the sun and the weather off your boat. Anyway, tomorrow morning, bright and early, we're going to get out there and play with this stuff in the daylight because it's dark right now, and we're supposed to have freezing rain tonight. But we'll be back tomorrow morning. See you then. All right, guys, it's the next morning. I got my paper towels. I got some alcohol spray for the cleaning up some of the boat pieces for the Velcro part. But yeah, we got it all in here. We got the tape measure. Got to stop by the shop here and grab my PVC cutters and the PVC pipe. Let's head out to the shop, and then we'll head out to lean-tos and let's see if we can make this thing come to life. First thing we're going to do is the sea nymph. Shop's a blooming mess ever since I got the boat out of here. I got to get my stuff reorganized now. As you guys can see, the big old 22.5 footer is doing well with the tarp supports or the cover supports. It's taken on a little bit of snow, and as you can see, it would easily, if it was to rain or do anything else, it would just cascade off of there. Hello, outdoor kitties. These are my outdoor mousers. How you doing, buddy? I just fed you. out a lot better. Okay, now you can see like this cover here, if it was outside in the weather, it would easily pull up. You'd have to have some supports in there, and someone tried my Velcro universal pole holders in here. We're gonna have to climb in the boat. We're gonna unhook it all the way around, climb in, and make this happen. Kind of hard to see, get it in perspective here, but you know, before at this level right here, it was there and suck in, but now I'm gonna see if I can get back a little further and get you a better view of it. But now it's crowned up. Water will cascade off of that like a dream. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference there. Because here's looking up at it basically, and you see everything's up above and looking really cool. That turned out well. I'm gonna get one more here on the old StarCraft and we're gonna call her good. Well guys, there you have it. It's colder than a well digger's pitchfork out here right now. Or pickaxe, whatever a well digger uses. Anyway, we got the hoops on here, practical application. As you saw, we got them on the Sea Nymph. I got them on my 22 footer. I'm actually currently in the process of proving out some ABS, because the ABS would be much better application for this than the PLA I've been using for these. So let me get the ABS going. Stay tuned, keep watching in my descriptions. Eventually I'll have these up for sale. So stay tuned. Like I said, keep looking in the description. I'll have a link that'll tell you where you can go to buy them from me in due time. Give me a couple more weeks. But there's more videos to come. I've got quite a bit of good content coming. I'm sorry, guys, I don't bring a video out every week or every Saturday morning or everything like that. I bring them out when I've got good quality content for you and something I feel that's going to help you and help you as a 3D printer and a creator to get out there and make something really cool. So with that, folks, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. This is Michael, and I'm out.